Are you feeling a little bit cloudy and a little bit confused in your journey right now? Then sit tight because today's reading is for you. What's up, y'all? My name is Sherita Bagby. 5 years ago, I went from being broke and depressed to making money in my sleep. Today, I help intuitive women monetize their life purpose. It is Monday morning, and it is time for us to dive into our goddess reading. Are you ready? Let's go. Today, we are working with our beautiful Earth Magic deck. Guys, I absolutely love this deck. If you are curious about it, I will stick a link to it in the description. So in the meantime, let's dive in. All right, y'all, we have 3 cards. So for our first card, let's dive in. We have Fog, Veiled. Fog is simply a low cloud, a blanket of crystal waters that hasn't gained the density of raindrops. The thicker it is, the more it shrouds us in damp and billowy arms. It can be so thick that it makes it nearly impossible to see directly in front of us. During those times, silence makes its own sound as we pause and allow ourselves to be enveloped in this shroud of impenetrable density. We may even feel as if we can do nothing but be still and await what is to be revealed. Yet even within the thickest fog, we can be assured that it will eventually burn off as the sun's rays infiltrate the veil. Once they do so, we can anticipate how the light and warmth will bring us welcomed relief from the cold. As the sun continues to disperse the fog, our surroundings become illuminated and we have the opportunity to continue onward. You guys, I love this. Think about what we saw yesterday. Yesterday in particular, we had Sweetheart, and Sweetheart was telling us to take better care of ourselves, to love ourselves a little easier, to be a little bit more gentle. And then we had the Crown of Butterfly Bambini. And what was that card all about? That card was all about the transition, the change, releasing the old, stepping into the new, right? Being a new person. That sometimes we are in the position where we are the caterpillar. And the caterpillar crawls into the cocoon. And when the caterpillar is in the cocoon, or for some of us, some of you may be in this veil of uncertainty. Like, where am I? What am I doing? Things are changing rapidly. Things are taking place. Knowing that you are going to emerge as the butterfly. Knowing that the sun comes out and it eventually burns off the fog and you can see clearly. You can see absolutely clearly. And what I love, again, think about yesterday, we had Nebula Warrior. And what did Nebula Warrior tell us? That we didn't have to see things as the way the fear-based thinkers saw them. We didn't have to follow their rules, but we could see them in whatever way, shape, or form that made it so that we could align with our highest good, that we could align with that which was what was already within us. Again, remembering everything, all the change, all the beauty, all the things that are taking place, all the answers, all the clarity, they're already within. So I love this. Fog, veiled. Fog is reminding us that though things may seem a little hazy right now, I know I can feel that things are changing. I know that I can feel my life shifting towards something. I'm being called towards something. I want to do this. I want to act on it. I'm not entirely sure. Know that it's okay. This is the transformation. You are coming out of the cocoon, that the sun is coming out, that the veil, the fog is being burned off. And you're in this beautiful new transformation as the butterfly. You can see something new. You can see the clarity. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Card number 2. Tsunami. Wake-up call. One of the scariest and most destructive of natural phenomenon, along with volcanoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, and tornadoes, a tsunami occurs when a large volume of water is suddenly and rapidly displaced. It's triggered by an undersea disturbance, typically an earthquake or volcanic eruption, that causes a series of powerful waves to travel across the ocean and speeds up to 500 miles per hour. Yet on the ocean floor, the height of these waves seems so small that they generally pass unnoticed. As these waves, collectively called a tsunami, get closer to shoreline, their height increases enormously, even as their speed slows to 50 miles per hour. The distance between waves or trough can be considerable. It can take 20 to 30 minutes from wave to wave. If the trough hits land first, the water recedes rapidly and dramatically, followed within minutes by an enormous wave that initially comes as a surge. This receding is a clear sign of an impending tsunami. We can't outrun the wave that follows, but we can avoid being swept up in the destruction by moving to higher ground. You are getting a wake-up call, typically one that you were not prepared for initially. You may feel stunned at first, surprised by the unexpected events that are occurring. Yet, you also know that it's time to draw back the uncertain of avoidance and denial and confront the truth that exists in the subtext of this event. There may have been obvious clues that you ignored or omens that were so subtle they were easy to dismiss as imaginings of the mind rather than the voice of your instinct. There are many anecdotes about animals operating purely on instinct, picking up on clues and naturally seeking higher ground before an approaching tsunami reaches land. To negotiate this wake-up call, listen closely to your instincts, while at the same time seeking the higher ground of spiritual truth. You know, guys, I love this card in particular, Wake Up Call, Tsunami, because it reminds me of last week when we were told, about perception. The sad embrace is really a perception. It's a perception of a sad embrace only because you feel like you're releasing something. But the truth is, you're not releasing something. You're not walking away from something as much as you're running towards something new. This is a wake-up call. So something that may feel like a significant or dramatic event in your life, a significant loss or dramatic event, it's just typically one that you weren't prepared for initially. Like it says, you may feel stunned or surprised at first, but of the unexpected events that are occurring. Yet, you also know that it's time to draw back the curtain of avoidance and denial and confront the truth that exists in the subcontext or the subtext of this event. So a lot of times, really, guys, that's the veil being released, the sun burning through, the veil being lifted. We're catching glimpses of truth, and sometimes that truth is easier to understand. Sometimes it's like, whoa! Holy cow. One of the things I just want to say, because I think somebody's questioning this truth is for some, it's in particular, it's personal. For some, it's truth about self. For some, it's truth about others. For some, it's truth about perception of a situation or what it is or what it will be. Here's the cool thing about this. I want to be abundantly clear. This wake-up call, this tsunami, this big realization, this unexpected event, doesn't have to be negative. Doesn't mean that there's something negative going on. Really, guys, a lot of times, some of us, we struggle so much with change. Because we're so focused on holding on to the old. Like sometimes these big tsunamis come and they like knock loose our grip of the old, and we're forced to like, oh my God, now that the water washed over me, I can see clearly. It washed all the crud off. I can see the bright, shiny colors. I can realize things are totally different than what I was giving them credit to be for and about. Does that make sense? It doesn't necessarily mean the tsunami is something negative that's gonna sweep you off your feet and you're like, oh no, okay, I mean, seriously, remember Nebula Warrior from yesterday? She told us we can see things the way that we want to see things, and that's how we move without resistance. See the best in everything. So anyway, let's move to our next card. Dreamtime, creation. For the Aborigines of Australia, the Dreamtime is a place before time and outside of time in which ancestral spirit beings came to the earth and gave all of life its form. Once the work was done, these spirits remained in various forms they created, including the animals, hills, stars, and other features of the land, and continue to be present today. The Dreamtime is an individual's or group's spiritual template, including songs and stories that have been handed down for at least 60,000 years, although Aborigines would say that they've existed since the beginning of time. In one such tradition, there is a creation story involving the didgeridoo, which is essentially a hollowed-out log that emits a drowning sound when played. In this card, we see as the spirit man plays the didgeridoo, the world is sung into existence. Note the various beings and colors and structures of the land that are being created, all carrying spirit that has been breathed into them. Close your eyes, tune into your breathing, and allow yourself to sink deeply into the heart of the living creation that you are. As you notice your breath becoming steady and slightly deeper than usual, observe the urge within you that is beginning to come forth in some creative action. Pay attention to any images, sounds, or feelings that beckon your awareness. And there you will find the key as to the manner in which to express this magnificent pulse. Your breath is a crossover between spirit and physical reality. Breathing comfortably and steadily helps you align yourself with spirit, which then brings a clearer focus on what creative expression is preparing to be birthed through and from you. Discard any habitual thought patterns that would prevent the manifestation of what you are being prompted to bring forth. Allow yourself to take risks with this self-expression, and all the creation will smile upon you. Oh my gosh, you guys, do you know what I love about this so much? Do you remember our card yesterday, Crown of the Butterfly Bambini? And the central theme of that card was the transformation comes from within you. And I love this. Take in the breath of creation. You're creating, you're being, you're doing new things. It all comes from within you. And the more you slow and you steady your breath and you tune into it, the easier it becomes, the easier it flows. Again, you don't have to force it. Tune into it and allow it to be. So seriously, got a quick question for you. Where in your life are you feeling that? I know several of you, you're moving further into your life purpose. You're moving into your passions. You're finding ways that you can live them, that you can earn a living doing them, that you can help others and help yourself. What are you seeing within yourself? Where are you being called? Where right now is it that you know you're transforming? Maybe it's a little foggy, but you know within you that the clarity is coming, that every day you're getting clearer, you're seeing more and more. The sun is coming off and burning off the veil, right? Burning off the fog. Where are you noticing the wake-up calls? Where are you noticing the aha moments? Those inspired like, oh, okay, wait, no, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Where's that tsunami coming and washing away the fog for more clarity? And finally, the didgeridoo. Where are you blowing life into creation within yourself? Where are you seeing the transformation within yourself? I'm really curious, guys. I want to know, what are you seeing within you? So comment, take some time to comment below. What's changing in your life right now? And here's the beautiful thing. Whether you see this on the date that it's published or whether you see this later on, you are seeing it at the exact time that is meant for you. You're seeing it in the right time that is meant for you. So I want to know where you're at right now. What are you seeing? What are you feeling? What changes are taking place? Where are you getting more clarity in your life and your understanding? What desires are being called forth? Where are the wake-up calls coming from? What can you see that you can breathe life into? Okay, so I love today's reading. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I think that this is a great time to dive in for the day and to really start to notice Spirit, Source, God, show us all the beautiful coincidences that you have for us. Help us to understand the message, make it clear, make it plain for our each individual lives. Thank you so much. All right, guys, so as always, if you would like to request your own personal goddess reading or if you would like a discovery session with me, check the link in the description. And I will see you right back here tomorrow for our Tuesday Goddess Round. Take care. Bye.
Hey y'all, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you have any questions, you can always reach me at SheritaBagby.com.